Well, good evening, folks, and welcome here to Croatia for the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 Qualifiers Group D. This is the situation when, in fact, Italy have already won their game tonight, 101-50 over Romania. So that was kind of an unexpected result. Italy have punched their ticket for the next round. They are in the second round. And Croatia, at least for now, no matter what happens, are safe. But they want to avenge that opening defeat against this Netherlands team that really kind of set them on their way to a difficult FIBA Basketball World Cup Qualifiers campaign. Croatia losing 3 in a row. Of course, we all know they could have won the other night against Romania, if only. Filip Kruslin's three-pointer right at the buzzer had gone in. It kind of rattled out. It hit the front of the rim, back of the rim. It looked like it might be going in, but then it came out. And it's almost as if the basketball gods right now are toying with the Croatians, but who knows? Maybe they're going to get off the canvas and bring back memories of the play of guys like Dino Radja there in your screen. And you know, we all know that Croatia is a basketball country that produces great talents. It's just a matter of them putting 40 minutes together, being ready to go from the off. And additionally, you know, probably we'll expect to get some reinforcements come June and July with some of their NBA players. But you know what? They've got their team here to go up against the Netherlands, and they will be believing that they should win this game tonight. But having lost already on the road at the Netherlands, they already have enough evidence to know that this is not going to be an easy game. Toon van Helfteren, the coach of the Netherlands, one of the all-time greats from that country, doing his best. But Hrvoje Peric coming into the game, or coming into the setup for Croatia in these World Cup qualifiers. It's a Croatia team that has some veterans like Darko Planinic, like Luka Zoric. But it's also a Croatia team that's trying to get some big performances out of some younger guys. And we will see if they can turn things around tonight here against the Netherlands. So both teams are now on the court, ready for the national anthem. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthems. We start with the anthem of the Netherlands. Dame i gospodo, molim vas da ustanete zbog intoniranja nacionalnih himni. Himna Nizozemske.
So the traditional meet and greet after the national anthems for both teams, and we will also get a look at the referees for tonight's game. Marek Chimikiewicz from Poland, Tintin Cici from Albania, and Martin Kozlovskis from Latvia on the right there. So Chimikiewicz from Poland in the middle. And we're also going to get a good look at the rosters and the starting fives here for both teams. Željko Sakic, big player in this Croatia team with the beard, as is Hrvoje Peric, who's played for the second consecutive season in the Basketball Champions League with reigning Italian champions Umana Rayer Venezia. But starting off with the Netherlands were the De Jong, Yannick Frank, Charlon Kloof from UCAM Murcia. All important players. Roland Schaffner plays professionally in Greece. Arvin Slagter comes back into the team for this qualifying window after missing out for Coach Van Helfteren in November. And their starting five tonight will be De Jong, Kloof, Van der Mars, Schaffner, and Slagter. So Slagter is in the starting five. And for Croatia tonight, Ujarovic, Peric, Mavra, Krušlin, Pilipic, Zoric, Planinic, Bosniak, Buva, Luka Babic, Ramljak, and Željko Sakic, as I mentioned earlier. And the starting five, Sakic in there with Zoric, the veteran, Krušlin, Peric, and Ujarovic. So Croatia, the team that won the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in Turin back in 2016, the team that then went to the Olympics and finished first in its preliminary round group before falling in a very close game to Serbia in the quarterfinals. The Croatia that had a relatively solid Eurobasket campaign last year before coming off the rails in the knockout round, and they just haven't gotten back on the rails yet, hoping to get back on the rails tonight. Remember, this is the country of Drazen Petrovic. We've already seen Dino Raja. It's a country that, quite frankly, just is historic. It's one of the famous basketball countries in Europe, and they are not accustomed to seeing their team lose the types of games that they have lost. And some long faces here, and the hope is that they're going to turn things around starting with tonight. Toon Van Helfteren there. The great man who really places, not surprisingly, so much emphasis on that defense of the Netherlands. Really, he's kind of helped them put them on the map the last several years. Ivica Skellen, the head coach. Hello, everybody. Good evening from Croatia. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 European Qualifiers, and it's a rematch between Croatia and the Netherlands. And we are in Zadar, and Croatia 0-3. Incredible. Looking for their first win in these European Qualifiers. And they go early to Zakic. He makes the pass. And good read from the Dutch. They've got a 3-on-1 break, and Kloof scores right from the off. Inauspicious start here for the Croatians. Now the jump shot from Luka Zoric, and Slagter hauls in the rebound. Remember, Croatia also played the Netherlands here in Croatia back at Eurobasket 2015 and won that game 78-72. So they've had some tough old games against the Orange. Replay of that first basket there involving De Jong, Slagter, and Clough. Charlon Clough, who's had such a solid season for UCAM Murcia. Krushlin takes the bump, passes it back in. Now down low to Zoric. And he gets a trip to the line. You can see Schaffner saying he got wrapped up by Zoric. I think he was right. The referee sees that, he's probably going to call a charge. And the first free throw is good by Zoric, and the first points. So now the first points for Croatia, and we're knotted at 2, and some full court pressure here being employed by Croatia. And it's Uljarovic that's trying to hound Clough. De Jong, his pass batted away by Krushlin, but then Clough gets back and gets it back for the Netherlands. And he was fouled by a hard-working Uljarovic. De Jong, little floater, and the tip. No good from Van der Mars. Now the dump and the ball stolen. De Jong brings it up. Gives it to Slagter. Schaffner hands it off. Worthy De Jong for 3. That was short. And then chases down the long rebound, but passes it out of bounds. De Jong quite clearly pushed off there. He did bump into Sakic. Pass over to Sakic for 3. Goes! Željko Sakic. 5 consecutive points for Croatia. Now Roland Schaffner backs up Sakic. And Schaffner got into a good position, but thought he might turn to his right, but ended up going to his left. Aurelio Peric going now on Slagter. A little bit of a height advantage, a little jump hook. And Clough has it. So points coming at a premium here for the Netherlands. Just 2 points so far. Van der Mars turns, little jump hook. Shakic again, good. Well, I think Željko Shakic has done enough to say we better get a hand in the face. I guess that's a mobile big man able to step outside. Certainly Croatia have had their share of those types of players over the years. Schleichter. And then coming from behind, De Jong almost got a steal for the Netherlands. So 2 3-pointers already for Željko Shakic, and now another attempt. And this one by Croatia, the same spot where he tried to win the game the other night. Right at the death, but the ball didn't go down against Romania. But he's made that one. Here's Arvin Schleichter, fouled by Peric. And now another foul called on Croatia, so that's 3 team fouls on them. And Shakic bumping Van der Mars as he ran down the lane. Kloof. Shot clock winding down, pulls up at the line. Boy, taking tough shots are the Netherlands. They're going to have to get something going defensively here. Perhaps try to get some more transition. And De Jong called for another foul out on the perimeter on Croatia. Željko Shakic shaking big, and good hands from the Netherlands, and a break, and Peric goes up for the block, but Schleichter was there to get the ball and put it up and in. Peric open sesame, 14-6. The 3 balls are falling for Croatia. They've hit 4 3-pointers and lead it 14-6. Beautiful pass. Schaffner went up for the dunk. Peric met him at the rim, but a foul called on Peric, and that is why you have to go strong to the basket. Schaffner played some basketball in America, played for the Oregon State Beavers, you might remember. If you're watching this game from the great state of Oregon or in the USA, his brother also played over there. Now the penetration and another foul on the Netherlands. His brother is Olaf Schaffner. And basket is good by Croatia. Olaf also played at Oregon State. Second free throw is good as well, and now the biggest lead of the game for the Netherlands, 16-7. Here's Roland Schaffner turning and kind of forcing one up there. And the Dutch had bodies in the paint, but Ruslan comes out with the ball. Now Luka Zoric. And the penetration and good passing and the basket from Šakić. Nick Odendag as well in the game right now for the Netherlands. Luka Babic in for Croatia, and timeout has been called by Toon van Helfteren. His team trailing early. That was all Babic there. Beautiful pass. And Šakić.
Luister.
A steady supply of points.
Alle verdedigende principes
Let's go down to the
worden
benches.
verbroken. Het is weer hetzelfde. We zijn er niet op de sportscreen. We laten de inside penetratie laten we toe. En noem maar op. We stappen naar een niet-schutter op. Šakić moet je wel keihard doorroteren.
Nemojte, jer teško to bekovi brane, je li jasno? Ovdje. Napadamo Frankea, znači Frankea. Idemo prvi napad, 5. Ako nema igre odmah iz prvog leđnog bloka, nastavi i onda imamo blok na loka. Ostani. Ajde!
Well, the sense of urgency was there for both coaches, really. Ujarovic guarding Kloof now. And Odendag catches down low. And foul on the Netherlands, on Frank. Just a little bit too hard from Odendag. And over the limit, so Netherlands, so Croatia go to the free throw line. This is a nightmare start for the Orange. Unfortunately for them, not fully punished. Frank bounce pass to Schaffner, hands it off. Odendag goes in. He was met at the rim by somebody. Schaffner again, spin move, a turn, but he was short. Zoric over to Babic for three. Good! Luka Babic. Jesse Vorn in the game as well for Holland, or for the Netherlands. Number 24. So that foul on Ujarovic, and I think it was Odendag that was fouled. Obviously, he's at the line. And really, I mean, for the Netherlands to get to the free throw line right now, it's a good option because they are absolutely struggling to get anything going offensively. Croatia spot Babic up ahead. He was open, but they overthrew the receiver. Well, coach doesn't mind too much. He liked the aggressive look of Ivica Skellen. But it does provide the Netherlands now with a second straight possession here. Will they continue to look inside? Vorn is going to put up a three. Vorn trying to guard Babic. And the foul has put Croatia on the free throw line. Darko Planic in the game. This is where you got to be smart if you're the Netherlands. You want to play physical defense, but you cannot be fouling Croatia when you're over the limit and allowing them to go to the free throw line. So Darko Planic had that terrific 2016 FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, and then was a big hit at the Olympics. Goes to the line and makes the first one. Croatia could not have had a better start. Planic makes one of two. It's a mixture of Croatia could not have had a better start, and the Netherlands really could not have had a worse start. They have struggled here in the first quarter. Jesse Vorn to Odendag. Oh, beautiful spin, and he scores. Well, he's showing us a little bit here, the veteran. Odendag, 30 years of age, 2.11 meters in height. So he's a skyscraper in there at 6 feet 11 inches. And now the ball from Croatia. Oh, they have called a push on Kok. He's 23 years of age. Is Kok, and Planic misses another free throw. Kok became, well, the center of attention last summer when Danilo Gallinari took exception to the defense that he was playing and smacked him in the face and injured his hand and missed the Eurobasket. So Kok is a physical player. He's number 33, he's 23. Here's Clough on the baseline. He gets one to fall. And now back to a 10-point game. Odendag stepping in front. Well, are they going to allow the open jump? Oh, an air ball. But Planic got in and picked up the rebound and scored. I guess Booth will claim that was a pass, won't he? Final seconds here of the first quarter. Vorn over to Kok. Open. Odendag getting tied up there with Planic. Croatia have to hurry. They're going to push it up the floor quickly. They get off a three. And ball goes out of bounds. Well, Croatia could very well be on their way to a first victory in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. Oh, that was definitely a shot, wasn't it? But Planic alertly picked it up and scored. This was Clough's last basket. Netherlands struggling. When they've got the ball, they trail 25-13 after one.
Ponavljamo najprije izvlačenje nagrade igre sa prošle utakmice, Moped i Yamaha i bomb za gorivo na Krogu s crkama u iznosu od 10.
Well, here's some of the highlights. It started well enough. for the Netherlands. But then everything kind of turned towards Croatia. And it started with Sakic hitting three-pointers. And in that first quarter, Croatia shot 5 of 7 from three-point range. Well, if they keep that up, that's going to be real trouble for the Netherlands. You got to pick your poison, perhaps, against a team like Croatia. I don't know, but if you want to go back and remember that first meeting between these teams, that was won in Rotterdam, 68-61 by the Netherlands, when Željko Sakic had 24 points. That Croatia team shot 5 of 21. So that tells you something already. They've already equaled the number of three-pointers that they made in the first leg. So from one game to the next, you just never, ever know. Well, that was a good move. Just didn't have the quality finish. That was Hamik, who's come into the game. Shane Hamik, shooting guard. Good, strong move, and only orange shirts there for the rebounds. And just watching that possession, I think you get an idea of how the Netherlands need to play this game to get back into it. They have got to lock down defensively, but they simply cannot turn the ball over so easily. But that goes for any team. But look at Jito Kok get up. Goodness me, this is my house, he says. And then Hamik makes the shot and gets to the line. Wow. Jito Kok with one of the plays of the game for the Netherlands. And then Hamik takes it down. Here it is. Look at Kok go up. Times the jump to perfection. And swats it. He's on the SWAT team. And that gets it back to single digits. Williams also in the game for the Netherlands, number 5. He comes running at the shooter. And now Slagter catches the ball that saved in bounds. It gives him a chance to run. Williams for 3 off the back of the iron. Now Babic. Or Buva, excuse me, 25. No, that was Babic. And the miss and another chance. Hamik. And great run in transition from the Netherlands, and they get it back to 7 points. Again, solid defense and getting some transition. It's the way to go for the Dutch. Much better. Of course, a lot of it, if he doesn't miss the shot. Let's go down to the huddle.
Baba, ti ideš na jedinicu. Daj mi loptu. Halo, jedna stvar. Znači, jedan ovde. Baba, Kruška, Pile, protiv zone. Kuva, tu. Lani na niski post. Gledajte da bacimo loptu na niski ili na visoki post, da se lopta kreće. Ako nemamo ništa, onda iziđi ovde kad je lopta, iziđi i stavi blok. A vas dva u slaj.
Opnieuw, nog een keer. Jantje 33 defense, nog een keer. 33 in de zone was het.
Hey, aanval, 2 up, hetzelfde. Heilo, als je niks hebt, swingen. Ja? Nee,
That guy bore a resemblance to Raduljica, didn't he, with that beard? But we all know that Miroslav is not here watching this game. There's Buva. Well, they have certainly taking some shots tonight, the Netherlands, but they've come out strong here in the second quarter, and they've cut it back to a 7-point deficit. Trailed by as many as 15, and then coming out of the timeout, and Buva says, enough of this. Just get me the ball. Slagter. And Chimikevich looks at Kruslin and says, yes, you did commit that foul. Look at this. Terrific penetration again by Babic. And this is turning into a problem for the Netherlands now. When Babic puts the ball on the deck and goes to the basket, they've got options. Slagter for three, that's short. Netherlands 0 of 6 from three-point range. Good, sweet drive from Kruslin. Williams has it, plays for BC Göttingen. Team in Germany. Koch, oh, that was a tough shot. And Babic again, now pulling the strings here for Croatia. Again, gets to the deck. Gets the ball on the deck and then penetrates. And the Netherlands commit the foul. So the lead is going back to 11. Behind the back pass, Babic, but offensive foul called on Darko Planinic. See Planinic clearing out a little bit there, trying to get position. Hamnick gets inside. Oh, Oldendag missed a layup. I mean, that could have been one that he could have dunked. He's going to be ticked off with himself after that. Kruslin finds Buva, and Oldendag commits the foul. Oldendag he got a lot of ball there, but raises his hand to say, I commit. Look at this. He's got to make this. Look at this. Whoa. That's good. Look at that. That's the answer. Van Helteren knows they can't afford too many of those. So Buva goes to the line, and fortunately for the Netherlands, he misses the first. It's interesting. Team could shoot so well from three-point range like Croatia, 5 of 9, and it's a higher percentage right now than the free throw shooting at 6 of 11. 6 of 12, 50%. And then Joric comes over the back. Look at this. Good box out there from Van der Mars. Werther de Jong back in the game, number 6, going up against Kruslin. Now Leon Williams puts the ball down. Passes to Van der Mars. 4 on the shot clock. Hammock back to Schaffner. He can shoot it for a big fella, and he hits it. And Van Helfteren saying he hit my man on the elbow. 29-21. The Netherlands staying within striking distance. Down 8. Three-pointer, good! Great response from Croatia's number 8, Fran Pilipic. Now the turnover to Zoric. Krusland to Zoric. A long 2, hits it. And once again, Van Helfteren has to call a timeout. His team now down by 13 points. Just feels like an uphill battle for this Netherlands team. Pilipic, nice release. Also a nice shot there from Roland Schaffner.
Als je short gaat, dan is het is wat we het over gehad hebben. Die ballen vallen nu bij hen. We kunnen niet gamblen. Solide defense. En je stopt de penetraties met de dribbel. En de Blues houdt het algemeen goed. Maar nu...
Klop, pomozite mu u prenosu lopte. Jel okej? Nije on agresivan. Ovaj Klop je najmanje agresivan. Razumiješ? Nije on... Hej! Pametno sad. Prvi napad. Idemo opet, vrtimo šaku prvi napad.
Look at that, it's a family night out to watch the national team. You gotta like that picture. .445 remaining in the first half, and the Netherlands will have Worthy de Jong bring the ball up the floor. Krusland shadowing Kloof. And there the penetration and the pass intercepted, but then he gets it right back, Frank, and then decides to pull it out. Kloof, entry pass, Van der Mars, little jump hook shot. Three-point attempt, good, another one. Krusland has been cooking tonight. And beautiful drive, strong move and finish. Van der Mars showing what he's all about. After the foul, still able to finish, but this was Krusland's latest three-pointer. And the three-point shot continues to be Croatia's biggest weapon offensively tonight. Van der Mars makes it, cuts it back to an 11-point game. Exciting stuff, folks. This World Cup qualifiers everywhere have been just electric. It's been a lot of fun. Babic, Krusland, Luka Zoric now, Hrvoje Peric, and Krusland over to Babic for three. Good! Rattles in another three-pointer. Croatia are on fire from deep. 8 of 12, but the answer from Klof gets it back to an 11-point game. Netherlands 2 of 8 from three-point range. So that is the difference in the game. 6 more threes for Croatia. Zoric turns. I mean, in fairness to Croatia, they're getting good shots. They're working for their threes. And it's something that the Netherlands, well, they're just going to have to think about how they're going to address it. Klof leans in and misses the shot. Zoric, great box out on Van der Mars. Well, Šakić turns, gets it to Hrvoje Perić. Babic pulls up, long two, misses, and Yannick Frank with the rebound. Van der Mars turns, goes up with the left hand. Another strong move from Van der Mars. And gets it back now to single digits, the deficit. They need a little bit of momentum going into halftime, and Van der Mars coming out and playing some ball. That was Babic, and one of the 8 three-pointers for Croatia, whereas Klof, Charlon Klof rather, has hit the second 3 for the Dutch.
Pogledajte unutra kad je mismatch na Frankea, da pustimo opet loptu. Je li jasno? Dalje. Halo, mora nam lopta ići, moramo je vrtit loptu. Je li jasno? Prvi napad.
Maar tussen, pressure op de basis, pressure, handen bij, active hands. Ja. 1,5 minuut. We hebben 2 stops, geef ons een derde stop. Derde stop op rij. We'll be right back in the game. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Nederland, stuur.
Skellen, boy, there's some serious pressure on him tonight. There's no doubt about it. You're 0-3. There's only one result tonight that's acceptable, and it's a win. And you want to win as well by a margin that gives you a better goal differential than the Dutch. Klof, Frank for 3. Long rebound, bounces to Krushlin. Croatia have made the threes, and the Netherlands really have not. They find Perić. Hrvoje Perić back to an 11-point game. Now Frank for 3, gets it right back. He brought a little bit of rain with that one. That was clever. Did you see that? Šakić let, before they picked up the ball, just a few extra seconds tick off the clock. And now they can hold on for the last shot. Krushlin drives, and 2 shots. Nope. All ball says Werther de Jong. Are they giving him shots for that? I think that's 3 fouls as well on Werther de Jong. There was Perić's dunk. So that is a difficult situation. Look at Frank. Gets the 3-pointer right back. But then Croatia go to the other end. And Werther de Jong, yep, he has picked up his 3rd foul. And not only that, he's done it with 4.8 seconds remaining. Ramlak comes into the game for his first appearance. So even complicating the matter even more. Let me see here. No, it's just 2 free throws. They just slowed getting up to the line. Huisland makes it. Netherlands, might they? Okay, so 4.8 seconds remaining. It's a 10-point game. Frank dribbles, puts it up from deep. Got some backboard there. Might have been able to go a little bit closer. Well, one thing's for sure, Croatia can't shoot it much better from long range. They have been on fire, 8 of 12 from deep. They lead it 44-34 over the Netherlands, searching for that first win in the FIBA Basketball World Cup European Qualifiers. Well, folks, we are at halftime, and Croatia on top, 44-34 over the Netherlands. Stick around for second half action. We'll be right back.
Veliki pljesak molim vas za gospodinu Ivicu, evo dolazi sa sinom. Čestitamo mu na dobitnoj kombinaciji, a to je moped Yamaha i 10.000 kuna poklon na benzinskim pumpama Croatia. Dajte da veliki pljesak molim vas za gospodinu Ivicu Dugačića i njegovog potomka. Evo, kreni se malo da te ljudi vide da ste dobili odlično. Evo ga, a opet će biti naravno nakladno uručen. Ostanite tu trenutak. A automobil Opel Corsu osvojio je Luciano Matešić. Ja veliki pljesak za Luciana. Bravo Luciano. Svaka čast Luciano, čestitke. Evo Luciano ide sa Višnjika sa novom Opel Corsom. Dajte mu veliki pljesak. Bravo Luciano. Naši
44-34, Croatia on top of the Netherlands. How have they done it? Well, I'll tell you how they've done it. They've passed it well. They've gotten themselves some good looks from deep, and they have knocked in 8 of them. 8 of 12 from three-point range. Šakić hit 2 early ones. Look at that. Marko Popović coming to the house tonight. One of the all-time Croatian faves there. Popović played at the Olympics. Well, they've also had a couple of threes from Krušlin, two threes from Luka Babic. Peric hit his only 3, so really the Netherlands, I think they've done quite well to stay within 10 points. I mean, this is a tough Croatian team to play despite their 0-3 record. I never in my wildest dreams would have expected any Croatia team with any players to start 0-3, but they've still got plenty of time to turn things around. They are 8 of 14 from the charity stripe, Croatia, or they could be even further ahead. The Netherlands, well, they've had their woes offensively. They're shooting 13 of 34 from the floor. They are 5 of 6 at the line. They've only hit three three-pointers, 3 of 11. But you know what? You've got 2 halves of basketball to play. You've got adjustments that you can make. And what might Toon van Helfteren be saying at halftime that might make a difference? You have to think that the start here in the third quarter is crucial for the Netherlands to try to get back into the game. Meanwhile, Croatia will come out and try to stretch that lead back up to where it was. It was reached 15 points at one stage. 44-34, we are at halftime. So other big results tonight, Lithuania winning big over Kosovo. Latvia bouncing back and winning over Turkey. So Turkey have lost twice in the February window. They also lost at Sweden by a point. Italy turned on the pain against Romania, winning 101-50 in this group. So Italy are through to the second round. Ukraine winning 77-66 over Sweden. How about Belarus winning 93-92 over Slovenia? Spain also winning 79-67 over Montenegro. Šakić gets it, gets inside. Planinic gets rejected from Frank. Slagter pushes it quickly. Frank goes baseline and scores. Boy, that was a serious sequence for Frank. Getting in there, getting the block, and then hustling down and throwing his body up at the hoop. You can see he's holding his head like he fell hard. He gets it back to an 8-point deficit. And Frank can hardly believe they've called a foul on him. Watch this. I mean, that's, well, I'll let you decide. I haven't watched that. This was Frank coming in and getting the block. And here he was going hard to the basket. Uljarevic hands it off to Krušlin. Now Planinic. Will somebody drop down to help out Van der Mars? Oh, tough move from Darko Planinic. Hungary and Poland are knotted at halftime, 32 apiece. Frank. Shot clock down to 5. Frank for 3. Rebound, Planinic. Peric backs up, scores, little jump hook. Clough and Peric. Slagter goes baseline. Now Clough with a step back. It's good. That was a confident stroke. Peric showing signs of coming to life here offensively. Goes right at Slagter, but then loses the ball, but it goes to Shakic, who gets it to oh boy, into the corner to Uljarevic. Uljarevic showing he's got some range there and taking that lead up to 13. And now Clough drives in and earns a trip to the free throw line. Uljarevic, I think, guilty of the foul there. Look at him there. Perfect. Boy, they have knocked in some three-pointers today. And the first one is good. Unsportsmanlike foul was called on Uljarevic. So he's got 2 shots and possession. So Uljarevic, we saw the goodness from him with the three-pointer, but then we see him make a mistake. Uljarevic just 19 years of age. Huge talent. Oh, and they're going to count it. Schaffner rolls to the basket. Shakic says, don't give me this continuation stuff. Look at this. Well, I don't know. He's already in the move. Look at this. He doesn't agree with it. But Schaffner doesn't convert it. He gets the ball back, though. And now he passes to the cutter. Van der Mars can't rebound it. Peric sneaks in there and gets it back for Croatia. Oh, Uljarevic gets it over to Peric. And Shakic putting pressure on the rebounding. Now Frank hangs in the air and scores. He's Mr. Offense, isn't he? You can see he's got that game that can really spark the Dutch. Don't forget, the Dutch started with 1 win, but since that time, they have fallen at Romania and at Italy. So they want to get a win to kind of get the feel-good factor back, and obviously to boost their chances. They had to come through the pre-qualifiers just to make it to the World Cup qualifiers. And Peric continuing to be a problem, getting it down low and getting fouled. Here he is. It's what you find with all the Croatian bigs. It seems like the ability to go inside or outside. They're very skilled. Uljarevic, and here was Frank. I know that Hrvoje Peric is a favorite for many a Croatian fan, and they're excited to see him in this national team during the World Cup qualifiers. Now, what is Chimikevic and Van Helfteren talk? What are they talking about? Well, Van Helfteren is the one doing all the talking. Peric misses the first one. And makes the second, 1 of 2. The way Croatia started, it seemed like they might just blow this thing wide open. They went up by 15 points, but the Netherlands have really shown what they're all about. Very combative. Oh, good hand in the face that time. Out on the perimeter by Buva. Ujarovic pass, throws it right into the hands of Vori. Clough decided not to take the jumper and almost turns it over. Vandermeer says, let's just get this thing up there. He shoots and scores, and now it's a 6-point deficit facing the Netherlands. And 3-point attempt, no good. Kroesland went down looking like he was trying to get the foul called. Vori pulls up for 3, and the ball bounces over the backboard. Ujarovic getting some applause by his coach. That was Vandermeer's with that last Dutch basket. 52-46. Now Babic is in the game, and this could be problems for the Netherlands. He really was a headache for them in that first half when he came in. And Buva bowls over Shoreline Clough. You feel the positive vibes coming from Skellen. He's applauding his players. That's good. If I'm a player, I like to see that. Each is Skellen. Now Zoric bumps Clough up high. That's now 4 fouls on Croatia here in this quarter. One more, they'll be over the limit. Quick pass, Schaffner, Vandermeers. Now it's a 4-point game. Don't look now, folks. It's Dutch delight. They are coming back. Beautiful pass from Roland Schaffner. And the bigs are playing well. And also Clough with that beautiful pass. No look. Let's go down to the bench. Break out your translators.
Alo, igram nulu za Žoru. Nek lopta ide, krecite se. Kad je otišla lopta, pusti se dole. Jasno? Alo, hej! Moramo doći do čistih šuteva. Lopta na lopet ništa ne ide. Moramo vrti pik. Moramo ući brže.
Praten tegen elkaar. Blijf praten, blijf helpen. Als je switch nodig hebt, dan neem je een switch. Maar ook op de switch smart. Ja? Let
Hij pick rolls lopen.
And don't hold back on fouls. I don't want to see layups in there. Yeah, let's go.
So back to live action. And Zoric. And the pass goes out to Babic, and a foul called on Clough. Three-point attempt is good from Kroesland. That will help the Croatian fans breathe a little better, especially coming out of the timeout. Oh, Clough, look at that, look at that, look at that. You got to pick it up. Clough, you made a mistake. You got to pick that up. Oh, no, you didn't make a mistake. Don't listen to me. Should have made a layup, Croatia. How in the world Did they not score there? And look at this, the Netherlands are going to come out with free throws. Unbelievable turnaround. First one's good from Hammock. And second one is good as well. So back to a 5-point game. Babic, the penetration to Buva. And this time Hammock got the rebound. Oh, beautiful pass and finish. Oudendog. And now the Netherlands are within 3 points. Boy, these teams really get after each other, don't they? Hervoye-Perich dribbles behind his back, gets in the lane. And Chimikevich calls a foul on Oudendog. Perich drives in. Now Clough, and the Netherlands can close the gap to 1, or if he hits it, they tie it. And he missed it, but Schaffner there for the offensive rebound, and he missed the layup. Boy, did Croatia dodge a bullet there. And now Pilipic open for 3. He misses. Hammock. Croatia got back in numbers. Some jeers, whistles coming. Not sure what that's about. Clough over to Hammock for 3. Count it! The Netherlands have come all the way back from 15 points down to tie it in Zadar against Croatia. Zoric turns on the baseline. Now the ball goes out of bounds. Look at the Dutch bench. This is the Hammock 3 that ties the game. And a look at Clough. Boy, this is a confident Dutch group coming in here. Hostile territory, knowing Croatia are going to be up for the fight. And they have dug in and come all the way back. We have got ourselves another thriller, folks, in the World Cup European Qualifiers. Oudendog turns, makes the pass to Gito Koch. This time he was blocked by Babic. Planinic misses. And now Hammock. Again, another opportunity for the Netherlands. Schleichter. Leon Williams goes to the left corner. They find Gito Koch, and for the second straight trip down the floor, the Netherlands come away empty. Maybe the reprieve will help Croatia. Ujarovic has it. I think he's good, Ujarovic. Now Šakić. Oh, he will get 2 shots. That was a good, strong move from Šakić. So Schaffner comes back in. Free throws having been made by Šakić. Remember, the Netherlands had 2 possessions to take the lead and did not. And now Croatia will try to get another stop and get it back to go back up by 4 or 5. Hammock penetrates. He drives. Odendog gets the rebound. Leon Williams takes it back out. Slagter for 3. Good! The Netherlands have taken the lead. 58-57. And Šakić, boy, what a stupid foul from Hamnick, putting him on the line with 3.8 seconds, and now there's some talking going on. Although, to be fair, it looked like Hamnick had a lot of ball there. Slagter, who missed the November window, comes back in for February and hits a three-pointer that puts his team in front. And I don't know why Šakić was exchanging words. But clearly the World Cup qualifiers, while frustrating for, here it is. So he was having a go with Odendog. Now Odendog being talked to by one of the referees. Doesn't look like a man that you want to mess around with, to be honest. Certainly not in a dark alley. Šakić is at the line and makes the first one. So he knots it at 58. Odendog with 3.8 seconds remaining. And Šakić calmly makes both. Now Hammock, Schaffner. Oh, they release. Slagter. Oh, he hits it. What a play right at the end. Croatia committed so many players in the backcourt trying to pressure and get a look at that. They just threw it over the defense to Slagter, and Slagter all of a sudden has become the man of the moment, hitting some big shots. Beautiful pass from Schaffner. And if you think you've been here before, Croatia, you have. It has been one tough haul in the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. And once again, they find themselves in a real dogfight. 60-59, the Netherlands winning with 10 minutes remaining. Here's some of the highlights from what has really turned out to be quite a battle. Remember, Croatia went up by 15 points in the first half, but the Netherlands just kind of dug in, stayed within striking distance, and they got to halftime to regroup, and they've come back to take the lead. You just never ever know, do you, folks, how these things are going to go. Croatia had 8 three-pointers at halftime. They were 8 of 12. They were 2 of 6 in the third quarter. The big difference, well, I suppose the Netherlands hitting 3 three-pointers, so they had 1 more three-pointer. But they did a lot of work inside as well, and now their shooting percentage has risen considerably up to 44.23%, 23 of 52 overall. Fourth quarter underway, the Netherlands start with possession. And now a foul called on Darko Planinic. Well, we've already had one shock today, Belarus winning at home over Slovenia. And perhaps the biggest shock of that was Klemen Prepelic had a free throw to tie it in the final few seconds and missed it. Beautiful penetration. Odendag just turns and scores. Nervous times for Croatia. Now Babic looks for a way in. Vujarovic back to Babic for three. Planinic was boxing out Odendag when nobody else was in there for the rebound for Croatia. Odendag, goodness me, what kind of hook shot was that? And because the shot clock was winding down, so he had to get something up, and he didn't hit the rim, so the shot clock expired. Well, no time to celebrate right now, boys. You got a tough 8.5 minutes to play. But certainly the Netherlands have had the wind in their sails here for a while. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shakic for three. Oh, that's a mistake from the Netherlands. How do you leave Shakic open? Quite possibly the most dangerous three-point shooter for Croatia. He ties it at 62. Clough over to Schaffner for three. And here comes Kruslan now. Vujarovic gets it to Shakic. And Planinic is down on the ground. Odendag kind of standing on top of him. No love lost between these two teams, it appears. And probably not a bad idea to get Odendag out of the game right now with that type of reaction. So each team with a foul here committed in this fourth quarter. All tied at 62. Gito Hawk in the game guarding, that's interesting, on Shakic. Oh, Kruslan goes in and fouled by Schlachter just inside the stripe. So Croatia now the chance to go back in front. Boy, that is textbook right there, that free throw. Kruslan makes two of the sweetest free throws you will ever see to put Croatia back in front. He's got 16 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a couple of steals. Clough for three. And the rebound out to Peric. And now a little bit of a momentum shift. Croatia, a little bit more self-belief. No look pass to Peric for the dunk. The veteran. And Toon van Helfteren decides to call a timeout. Great response by Croatia. Look at the pass. Look at the dunk. And this was Shakic. That's a mistake. You can't leave him open. Shakic tonight, 3 of 3 from three-point range.
Motion laag, go to Van der Meijs. Motion laag. You have to get it inside first, then make your reads. You can take it, all right? If not, kick it back out. Inside, outside. Next time you run a high ball screen, they play red, short roll, short roll.
Skok moramo kontrolirati. Svi na skok. Ajde,
Other meaningful games tonight. Well, they're all meaningful. Hungary that are still underway. Hungary are hosting Poland. Remember, Hungary almost came back, and they threw a real scare into Lithuania a few nights ago. Well, they were trailing late in the first half, but then they tied it at halftime, and now they're up 56-47 early in the fourth quarter. So Mike Taylor's Poland in a spot of bother on the road. Van der Mars drives and gets it to go. And the pass inside, and Jito Koch goes up and gets the block, but a foul called. So Planich goes back to the free throw line. This was Van der Mars at the other end. Planich bends over, perhaps trying to stretch. And Darko Planich makes the first one. And Jito Koch makes, Planich makes both, takes it back to a 4-point lead. Hammock in for the Netherlands. Slagter as well, hands it off to Clough. Here's Hammock. Hammock, a little bit out of control. They're going to bail him out with a foul. They are indeed. Van der Mars, good, right at the line, gets it back. 2 consecutive baskets for him. Ujarovic over to Šakic. Oh, again, he's left open, and he has been fouled by Jito Koch. What are they complaining about? Well, I thought Clough was pulling on Planinic. So I guess they called the foul before the shot. Anyway, the foul was underneath the basket. That's what it was. Sorry. So it wasn't on Šakic. Ujarovic. And now another foul called on Clough with 5 seconds on the shot clock. And they are getting a mismatch there. Now, Ivica Skellen, they're going to bring back Roland Schaffner. Also, Leon Williams re-enters the game. And because of that, Darko Planich goes back to the free throw line. Darko Planich has had some struggles tonight, 4 of 7 at the free throw line. And he makes 1 of 2. So Leon Williams to Schaffner. Slagter. Step back for 3. Peric. Shakic this time in and out. Back in, and Shakic fouled by Schlachter. Arvin Schlachter. Schlachter says, I'm just playing defense. Let's see here. Yep. I think so. So Croatia is suddenly doing a great job of getting to the free throw line. They're 18 of 26. Just under 70% for the night. And again, now the misses seem to be contagious. Shakic is a good shooter, but he misses. He had hit 5 in a row before that, but he makes that one. So Planinic 4 of 8 at the line, and now Shakic is, 6 of 8 now. Four-point lead. Frank for 3, and fouled by Planinic while taking a three-pointer. That's what a good shooter will do. He'll draw the defense out, and you got to be careful. Oh, Planinic, you have got to have more control running at the shooter. So Yannick Frank makes the first one. Well, I give it to the referees tonight. They've gone to both benches, and they've gotten an earful from both coaches, and they're showing good restraint out there. They're listening. And Yannick Frank makes all 3. It's a 1-point game. Now some token full court pressure. Uljanovic has it. Now the drive. Over to Shakic again. Oh, what a colossal mistake from the Netherlands. How many times does Shakic have to hit a three-pointer before you guard him? Frank. Guarded by Shakic. Thinks about going baseline. He does. Puts up a very difficult shot. And the ball goes to Planinic. And now Croatia with 4 minutes remaining. Again, a chance to push the lead up. Three-point attempt. Uljanovic, hey, hits it. The youngster. A 7-point lead now for Croatia. Van Helfteren calls timeout. But this is a killer here. I mean, he has been hitting one three-pointer after another tonight, and he was wide open. Shakic, 4 of 4 from three-point range tonight. And then Uljanovic drills his second three-pointer in as many attempts.
Een hoge balschie wat ze nu lopen. Speel terug. De big man, speel terug nu iets. Ja, speel yellow. Met je big man mee. Ja, niet te zwart. Oké, je mag even.
2, 3, samo pikiga. Može, ajde.
Now, one other thing to bear in mind is that the Netherlands won the first game 68-61. So you also have this element of Croatia trying to win by 8 points or more to gain the advantage in a potential head-to-head tiebreaker. Likewise, the Netherlands, even if they don't win, they don't want to lose by more than 6 points. And right now it's 7 points. That was the difference in the first game. Obviously, right now, the Netherlands is trying to win the game. And Van der Mar's fouled by Luka Zoric. That's the 4th team foul on Croatia. Frank gets open, count it! Boy, you got to be impressed with his ability to put the ball in the basket. He can create shots in a myriad of ways. He's quite a weapon coming off the bench. Sakic fell down. Here Ujarovic drives in, has it taken away. The ball goes, oh! They say the ball went off the Netherlands. 5 seconds. Look at this. Great call by the ref. It went off Clough. It went off his left leg. There's Babic on the left looking. Seems like he'd have a bigger role with his Croatia team. Boy, this is a crucial 5 seconds for both teams.
Radimo za Krušlina. Kruška ovdje. Šaka ovdje. Pera s loptom. Žona tu. Ulja ovdje. Ulja ide prvi oko Šake. Radimo blok ovdje. Ulja. Široko. Ovdje. Sad me slušaj. I onda radi Žona.
They still got it working, don't they?
Vidi ako ti igrač ide isto.
En dan deze crease naar buiten weer niet swissen. Ja. Hey, ja, die neem jij. Degene die trailt gaat door naar de baseline. Ja, de guard. En ja, dan big. Ja.
Oh, the element. You love the international basketball. You go from the Croatian bench, where they're talking Croatian, over to the Dutch bench. And oftentimes coaches will start speaking English, but neither of these teams have naturalized players. So they're speaking in their native languages. Just adds to the whole theater, really. Oh, they find Zoric inside on the inbounds. What a great play by Croatia, and that is almost unforgivable for the Netherlands to give that away. Hammock. Two seconds. Hammock, Frank drives in, and Zoric with the rebound. And 2.5 minutes to go now. And things beginning to look bleak for the Dutch. Ujarovic drives in, gets rejected. But they get it back. Still time on the shot clock. Peric, Šakić pulls up inside the arc, misses everything. And the Netherlands with another opportunity. They get it to Van der Mar's. Oh, he missed it, but he earns the trip to the free throw line. Boy, what a block that was for Clough. Ooh, and Van der Mar's misses the first one. Remember, not just the win and the loss, but remember the goal differential, the point differential. Right now it's even. Now it's +1 in that regard to the Netherlands. George backs up Schaffner. Oh, tough shot from the veteran. Now it's 8 points. Advantage Croatia. Clough. His pass. Schaffner open. Clough goes in for the rebound. Šakić rebounds it underneath the Dutch basket, but they're not punished, and the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Netherlands ball. Slagter inbounds it to Van der Mars. Clough has it. Trelon Clough now to Slagter. Time winding down. They're not going to get it off in time. Great defense by Croatia. And now at +8, and the possibility of a first win. This is looking very good for Croatia. At least signs of hope to get their World Cup qualifiers campaign on track. Ujarovic to get a basket here is really going to make it difficult for the Netherlands in terms of the goal differential tiebreak. Zoric goes to work on Van der Mars. He puts it up and doesn't get it, but Šakić, coming from behind, was able to get the rebound, and Slagter is complaining that Šakić was coming over the back. Watch this. I mean, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know. Is that coming over the back or is that coming over the back? Well, they're just letting them play. And I suppose they could have easily called a foul on the Netherlands there with Šakić, with Zoric making that shot as well. So you win some and you lose some. Šakić takes his time. It's a 9-point lead. And now a 10-point lead, and you know that the Netherlands, again, will try to get it down to 7 points or below. Well, applaud both of these teams, but you really have to say Croatia have really come through some adversity tonight. And that was Luka Zoric making a great play, playing really hard on both ends of the floor tonight. Made a big shot at the other end. Even though he got hit, he still made the shot. Here it is. Look at this. So Luka Zoric.
Roeland, kijk of dat open is. Ja, Shalom. Yannick, zet een screen eerst hier. Shalom. Mars voor Yannick. En dan kijken we wat we hebben. Het is het liefst een snelle score.
Luka Zoric is 33 years of age now. Well, Hungary have won against Poland 64-57. Central European battle. They get it to Clough. He's going to attempt a three. Oh, he hits it, and he is fouled. Oh, goodness me. You can't make this stuff up, folks. He's got a potential 4-point play. And Peric hardly came close. I mean, he came close to him, but full marks to Clough. I mean, he hit a tough shot over Peric. I wasn't even sure if Peric had touched him, but he certainly got close, and Clough went down. Now it's back to 7. And Clough, oh, he doesn't make it, but they get the rebound, and Van der Mars goes up and turns it into a 5-point trip down the floor. And now it's a 5-point lead for the Netherlands. And remember, they're going to probably try to go for the three. Šakić open. No, he's going to get it inside. And a foul appears to have been called on Schaffner. So the Netherlands don't want to lose by more than 6. Oh, and Šakić has missed the free throw. This is potentially taking some of the shine off the victory tonight. Although that said, Croatia still have a game against Romania and Italy. And Šakić, oh, he missed both. Incredible. The Netherlands needs to push it quickly. And what has happened here? Were the Netherlands just content to lose by 5 and not going for the win? Because now the possibility opens up. If he makes both of these, I mean, you never know what might happen down the stretch. Wow. 2 great free throw shooters for both teams missing free throws. This is pressure. That's the only thing you can put it down to. Had he made that, he would have given the Netherlands a chance to potentially force overtime. Now it's a 4-point game, and quite clearly the Croatia want to go down and knock in a 3-pointer. Well, Croatia, before the close shot, the 3-pointer, were good bets to win by more than 7 points. He made the 3. And then you had Van der Mars following up the missed free throw for a 5-point trip down the floor.
Ga je rood, jij neemt de bal in, jullie zijn er, jij komt naar het midden. En dan gaan ze voor de fouten. Ja? Maar eerst de verdedigende stop. Nou, ik zit er denk ik op een fout te maken voor 2 maal. Maar,
look at Clough there. Wow. And look at Skjelen. He's like, what have we got to do? And look at the Croatian players. Poor guys. He's like, oh boy, it's tough, isn't it? Well, here they are. They're going to launch the 3, and it's going to be no good. Krusland missed it. And in bizarre scenes, really, I mean, how do you characterize this result? It's just so strange. Croatia getting the win, but just by 4 points, so it's kind of dampened their celebrations. And the Netherlands even seem to be taking some solace out of this because they own the advantage in the potential head-to-head tiebreaker. Croatia win it 82-78. Well, I think more important than anything, Croatia won tonight, and that was the aim, to come out and to get the win that they had eluded them in their previous 3 games. I mean, they first and foremost needed to win the basketball games. Needed to win the game. And then you have the Netherlands, on the other hand, who have lost for the 3rd time since winning against Croatia on opening night. Yet there are just so many different scenarios that can play out in Group D. Obviously, Italy are home and through into the 2nd round. They're 4-0. Whereas you have the Netherlands, who are 1-3, Croatia 1-3. And you have Romania now, who are in 2nd place with 2 wins. But I think probably both the Netherlands and Croatia believe they can easily well, not easily, but they can beat Romania. And just a lot of basketball to be played. It just really sets up a thrilling June, July window for these teams. And you don't know what the makeup of the teams will be. Probably the Netherlands will be pretty consistent. With Croatia, you could see the return of some pretty important players like Šarić, like Bogdanović, like Bender. But I think first of all, you have to tip your hat to Croatia. They came out with the right mentality tonight, and they even faced adversity when they fell behind. You have to stress the positives of what they've been able to achieve tonight and go on from there. And on the other hand, from the Netherlands, you know what? They came into hostile territory. They played against a great basketball nation, albeit one that perhaps isn't at full strength, but nevertheless a desperate Croatia. And they really showed a lot of fight. The bottom line is they just didn't make enough plays when they had to, and they had some opportunities late that they didn't take advantage of. But more than anything, they need to recognize that they were able to fight back from a 15-point deficit and get back into the game and gave themselves a chance to win. You know, European basketball and international basketball, it is very tough to win basketball games. And the Netherlands, as you can see right there, some great plays. They've got a lot to be proud of tonight. So, both these teams playing their part in a real battle tonight. Wasn't always pretty, but nevertheless, it was exciting. And they will now return home to their clubs. So Slovenia, Ukraine, Turkey, Poland, and Romania are not through to the second round after the results. But Italy, Lithuania, and Spain are the only teams that have gone through. So nevertheless, those teams will be coming out strong because you carry out all your results from the first round into the second round. So they will be pulling out all stops, all of the teams to get as many wins as possible come the end of June and beginning of July. So a lot of interesting results today, no doubt about it. And this was one of them. It was Croatia ultimately winning it by 4 points, 82-78 over the Netherlands. So thanks for watching, folks, and get ready in Europe for the qualifiers, the third window, at the end of June, beginning of July. It's been our pleasure bringing you the action.